Honestly guys, I have been looking forward to filming this YouTube video so much. I know that I do makeup like every single day of my life, but I just don't think I'm ever going to not love makeup. I've decided that for this video I'm going to not necessarily like mention every product that I'm using, but if you want to know all the products that I have used in this video, then I will link them all down below. I actually have a friend's birthday today. We're going to this place in the O2. I can't actually remember what it's called, but there are all these really cool places around London which are basically like bars, but they have fun activities incorporated into it. There's places like Flight Club, which is darts. There's Electric Shuffle, which is like this thing where you like slide, it's really hard to explain, but you slide like heavy metal things across the table and try and like aim for a certain point. So tonight we're going to one which I haven't actually been to before, which is in the O2, and it basically has like a load of different ones. So I think this one has mini golf, axe throwing, which I am not just slightly concerned for, but exceptionally concerned for. And then darts, I think. So you basically like eat, have your drinks, and play the games at the same time. So that's the plan for this evening. We may end up going out afterwards, but in all honesty, I think I'm just going to do like my regular makeup look, how I like to do it at the moment. And guys, there is so much to update you on. And you know what really sucks is that I can't tell you what some of it is, which is so annoying. Like, it really frustrates me whenever influencers or whatever are like, oh my god guys, I've got so much exciting stuff to tell you. Oh wait, but I can't tell you what it is yet. Like, either wait until you can tell us what it is or don't tell us. Do you know what I mean? But honestly, I just can't keep this stuff to myself. Like, I know I'm not allowed to talk about it, but I can like give hints, right? I can like tell you that there are exciting things coming up. Anyway, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Just be prepared for a crazy summer on my social media. I'm going to be vlogging everything, TikToks, Instagram content. Like, I don't think I've ever had a busier summer, and it's only March. Don't know how to comprehend it, but I am so excited. Right, okay, I actually need to get on with doing some of my makeup because I could get so carried away with just talking. But how are you guys? How have you been? I hope you've all been doing well. I feel like I haven't really spoken to you properly on YouTube in ages. Like, recently I've mainly just been doing TikTok lives while I'm getting ready, or I've just been focusing a lot on my TikTok content, and I've been neglecting YouTube a tiny bit. So hopefully with all this stuff that's coming up, you guys are gonna have more content to watch on YouTube from me. Why does this look so different to how it normally looks? Like, is it just me, or does that look way too dark? I don't know, maybe I just need to trust the process. Let's talk clothes, okay? These things that I have coming up in summer, let's just say I need cool clothes for them, okay? You will, when it's all announced, you will see what I mean. But clothes, I am already starting to try and find clothes for these things that are happening in like mid-April, mid-May, July. And I've been looking all over the internet for months for sustainable clothing brands. Like, I've spoken about this many times on my YouTube, and said how important like sustainable shopping is to me, but at the same time, like, a girl wants clothes. I feel like all the sustainable fashion influencers that I follow and see around all have very similar styles. They wear lots of the same clothes. They don't really wear statement pieces, which kind of makes sense because obviously if you're buying clothes to wear them over and over again, which is the whole point of sustainability, you can't really just buy clothes that you're going to wear for a one-off. But when it comes to me, I love clothes. Like, clothes are a big part of how I feel like I express myself on like a daily basis. So just having to resign myself to wearing the same things and not really wearing statement items or bold items, I'm getting this everywhere, it just like, it's not appealing to me. So finding that balance I've found really, really difficult. But recently, I actually shared some of this on my Instagram story, but I have to rave about it on here as well because honestly, I wish I was being paid by this brand to just rave about them, because like the amount that I love this brand and have become recently obsessed with them is unreal. So a few weeks ago, I had a movie premiere that I was invited to by Disney, and it was for the movie Turning Red, which is actually a really good movie. If you haven't seen it, I do recommend it. I'm guessing it will be on Disney Plus and all that kind of thing. But for this movie premiere, I didn't really have anything to wear because I knew that it was going to be quite a a fancy event, like there were going to be paparazzi, a red carpet. So I really wanted something that was a bit different to just my everyday look. But generally, because I've been trying to be more like sustainable aware, does that make sense? I've just been buying staple clothes if I buy clothes. Like I've been buying white tops, hoodies, sweatshirts, joggers, just things that I'm going to be wearing pretty much every day that can be paired with just about anything. And so this movie premiere was coming up and I was like, I don't really have anything that I want to wear, because I knew everyone else was going to be in dresses, in suits, in interesting clothes, and I just didn't really have anything. So I decided that I was going to treat myself to a slightly fancier outfit. So I went into Selfridges on Oxford Street, which is basically, if you're not from the UK or don't know what Selfridges is, it's this massive, very high-end shopping store basically. But the one thing that everybody knows about Selfridges is it's very, very expensive. So I thought to myself, right, I'm just going to treat myself. I'm going to go into Selfridges and find myself a nice outfit. And I have a look around and it's exactly the kind of place that I've been looking for. Like they have all these amazing pieces, they have matching suits, they have really extra fancy dresses. And I found a really nice corset top and I was like, this would be perfect. And then I looked at the price tag and this corset was, I think, £350, which if you're shopping sustainably is probably about like a sensible amount. It's the amount that you would expect to pay for an item like that. But guys, I am not really willing to spend £300 on one item in an outfit. Like this was just the top. I'd have had to find trousers, maybe a jacket as well. It was all going to come out to at least £1,000. And yes, I may want to treat myself, but £1,000 is excessive, especially when it's a statement piece that I'm probably only going to wear a handful of times. I'm going on such a long story time here. You guys are probably like, Flo, just show us the makeup and... But I basically just said, like, Flo, no, that's too much. I'm not spending £300 on one corset. And so I just kind of kept wandering around Selfridges. I was feeling a bit disappointed because the event was actually that evening. In classic Flo style, I'd left it ridiculously late. And I thought, well, I'm not going to be able to find anything, so I'm just going to have to wear something that I already own. And then I discovered Her. This sounds like such an ad. I swear it's not. Her is a brand in Selfridges and also online which allows you to rent clothes. And I have been on the hunt for brands which allow you to rent clothes for so long. And for some reason, I just couldn't find them anywhere. And the ones that I could find basically had this thing that was like, you sign up for a subscription, it's £80 a month and you get 2 random items. And I'm like, I don't want random items because the chances are I'm not going to like them. I want to be able to choose and just rent them out. Like, it makes so much sense. And so I came across this store and I thought, like, this is going to be too expensive. I didn't realise that it was renting at first and I was just like browsing the items. I found this gorgeous dress, absolutely gorgeous dress. Looked at it and thought, right, prepare for this to be like £400, £500. And the tag said £50. And I was like, I'm sorry, £50. And I spoke to the lady who was like working at the counter and she said, yeah, everything's for rent. So you basically just rent out the items for a couple of days or however long you need it for a fraction of the price and then just bring them back and that's it. So for that movie premiere, I rented a little Jacquemus bag, which I would never have spent the money on, but I got to have for an evening, which was like the coolest experience. And I also rented out that dress. And here is a photo of me at the premiere. It was literally incredible. I felt so put together, so fancy. And since I'm on YouTube, I'm going to be just completely transparent. The bag and the dress together cost £100, which obviously isn't cheap, but considering that it was over £700 or £800 worth of clothes, which if I'd bought, I probably would only have used or worn a couple more times, I was like, this is just so worth it. So since discovering that brand, I am now obsessed. I'm planning to get a load of my outfits if I can from there for all these exciting things that are coming up over the next few months. And honestly, if you have the budget to obviously spend, you know, a little more on items, or if you have a one-off occasion, even if you don't live in London, I'm pretty sure they ship the items to you wherever you are. Something where you want a really nice statement dress or something a bit fancy, but you don't want to waste something by wearing it only once, or you don't want to spend a load of money on it. Literally just rent it. It is so easy. The team was so lovely. It's just incredible. So if you're watching this, sponsor me, please, because I love you. Okay, I've got way too carried away with chatting to do my makeup. So now let's move on to eyes. I really hope that you guys are able to follow along, by the way. I feel like I've gone like for a very just regular makeup look. Like I haven't done any particularly different techniques to what I normally do, and as I say, all the products will be linked, so you'll be able to see exactly what I'm using. Alright guys, when I tell you this next thing, you are gonna be like, who is this girl sat on my screen right now and what has she done with Flo? Because in all honesty, I don't think any of us saw this coming, but I have recently got an obsession with M&M. If anyone can explain like how this happened, where it came from, then that would be great, because I honestly have absolutely no idea. I can't even remember how I like started listening to him, but just for some reason his music, there's something about it. I'm just obsessed. I've gone from being like a very kind of either sad songs or like 2016 pop songs listener to now being an Eminem fan. And I am determined to go and see him in concert. I don't know, I'm curious if there are any artists that you guys listen to where you're just like, this shouldn't make sense, but it makes sense. Like, I don't know why I like this person, but I just do. Because that's currently how I feel about Eminem, but I love him. Okay, I feel like I should just talk a tiny bit about makeup and about what I'm actually doing. So this is probably the bit that is the most, like, tailored to my makeup look. I feel like the first steps I did were like foundation, concealer, blush, contour, all the standard stuff, but then when I get onto my eyes, I actually take the Benefit Brow Zings palette and just like a small flat brush, you could use an eyebrow brush, and I take some of these two shades here, the two darker ones, and literally just like throw it onto my eye. I do it very roughly. I don't like try and make it super even. I just like having a bit of shadow around my eyes. It's kind of like an eyeliner, but without the kind of definedness, so it means that you have a lot more space to mess up, basically. And that's pretty much all I actually do for my eyes. You guys know that I absolutely rave about the Mercier lash curler. Like, this is my absolute staple when it comes to eyelashes. If I forget my lash curler, I may as well not wear mascara. It makes that much of a difference. And I have actually discovered a new favourite mascara, which is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I know this packaging is a bit different to how it normally is. I haven't been using anything else for like the last 2 weeks. And I'm also going to show you a little eyelash hack that I use pretty much every single day. And again, I did an in-depth TikTok tutorial on this if you want to go and see that. So this is the hack, okay? I'm going to take my Dyson airwrap, flex the Dyson real quick. You don't have to use a Dyson airwrap, obviously. For this you can use any hairdryer, and I'm going to take this extension off. So this is just like the blow drying, well, just the hair drying end of this, and I'm going to set all the settings to coldest and the least power, and then once I've applied my mascara, I'm going to turn this on and blow dry my eyelashes, literally just like this. And at the time, it makes my eyes water like crazy, and honestly, it's not the most pleasant experience, but this is game-changing for your lashes. Anyone who can see into my window right now is probably like, what is this girl doing? I could make a really funny thumbnail from this, you know? The video captioned, I have something to tell you guys, or this is it, or I'm quitting social media, and just be like, And now I'm going to use some highlight. I actually have started using less highlight than I used to. I used to just throw highlight at my face. But recently I have actually changed up how I wear my highlighter a bit. And I tend to just take some of this and put it on the end of my nose and the bridge of my nose. And that is actually it. So now it's time for lips. And I'm going to just line my lips with a very nude lip liner. As always, it will be tagged in the caption. And then go over the top with a gloss. I always used to be like a matte lip girl. I never ever used gloss on my lips, but since discovering this lip gloss, I am a changed woman. I mean, look at that. Come on. Guys, that took way less time than I thought it would. I'm literally done. So, I know you've all been waiting for it. It is time to take the hair down. Taking these rollers out is so painful, it's not even funny. Ow. Beauty is pain, beauty is pain. Ow. My poor scalp. This is why rollers are like my new best friend. Just the volume. I didn't even know that my hair could physically do this because I have quite thick, heavy hair. So this being an option was just not something that I thought was possible. Just to finish off this look, I'm going to apply my favourite perfume at the moment, which is this Jimmy Choo perfume. I don't actually know what its name is. The bottle looks like this. And there we go, she looks quite a bit more put together than she did at the start of this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then make sure to let me know what you thought down below. Also subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I will see you in another video soon. Cheers!